Lisa Holland can now join us on the line just to bring us some more on this. We were just going through the diplomatic dance, Lisa, where these negotiations, if that's too strong a word for it, had been going on both with the Japanese and Jordanian governments to try to do some hostage release deals.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. I mean, there had been a huge amount going on behind the scenes, both on behalf of the Jordanians and also, of course, the Japanese. I think the complexity here is that there were hurdles that had been set by Islamic State, which were frankly never going to be met. There was a lot of confusion about what exactly each side wanted. Remember that Islamic State had said that they would spare the life of Kenji Goto, the Japanese hostage, if in return a suicide bomber, Sajida al-Rishawi, was freed. Now, that was an incredibly difficult deal to sell to the Jordanians. The Jordanians are involved because Sajida al-Rishawi is being held by the Jordanian authorities for her part in a would-be suicide bombing at the Radisson Hotel and other hotels in the Jordanian capital Amman in 2005. So that particular deal to swap the would-be suicide bomber, female suicide bomber, for Kenji Goto was very difficult because the Jordanians wanted freed a Jordanian pilot who was being held by Islamic State in Syria somewhere. He was captured by them after his plane was shot down in December of last year. So there'd been these protracted negotiations over the course of recent days, and frankly, I think a lot of people felt that Islamic State were almost playing the Jordanians, playing the Japanese. They had threatened on Thursday that if their demands are not met, then Kenji Goto's life was hanging in the balance. The big question tonight, of course, is what's going to happen to the Jordanian pilot as well. Remember that Kenji Goto was being held with his fellow Japanese hostage, Haruna Yukawa. Haruna Yukawa, we believe, was killed by Islamic State last weekend. They released an image of Kenji Goto holding a still photograph, apparently, of the executed Haruna Yukawa. And they've used the course of the last few days to put every family in all of this, Kenji Goto's family, the Jordanian pilot's family, through the mill to see whether something could be brokered. But it always looked extremely difficult in terms of trying to broker that diplomatically.